Hi, I'm here with my module reflection for the internet safety. So for question 1, it just asks why internet safety is so important. And of course, we all know that there are people out there just looking to get information from other people, to find people to prey on, and that sort of thing. And we just need to keep our kiddos safe and make sure that they're not accessing things that they shouldn't. With the internet, it's also a lot harder for people to be held accountable of what they're doing because it's harder to even find out that they are doing it per se. So definitely good to teach our kiddos what they should and shouldn't do when they are accessing computers and other forms of technology. My role, I feel, in teaching internet safety, I think it's very important that teachers introduce it in their classrooms because for some of these kiddos, they're not going to get it at home. And if we're expecting them to use technology in the classroom and opening up that doorway for them, we need to teach them how to be safe in doing so. And again, like I said, a lot of parents think that they are doing their part in explaining the rules and internet safety and putting on parental controls. But in reality, life gets busy, and I'm sure a lot of parents don't really keep up on what their kids are doing or accessing on the internet. I feel like I can teach internet safety in my classroom by utilizing some of the resources that were in the module, having my students maybe take the NetSmarts quiz after reviewing that information, and just every time I introduce a new form of technology, just reiterating to them what is okay and what is not okay. And I really liked how they also pointed out to explain to the kids that even people online, whether you know them or you don't, do have feelings. So even in friendly conversation, playing a game, even if it's someone you don't know, that you should just always keep the conversation friendly and recognize that they are a person on the other end of that screen. For question number 2, my thoughts after exploring NetSmarts. I thought it was a really great little tool, just something quick that someone could get the basics with, and then take the quiz and review that information. I feel that it is relevant and useful for all educators. I really liked how it gave examples and resources to utilize with younger kids and then with the teenagers or older kids. So I think it touched on both of those in that video or in that training. Number 3, reflect on the article and describe what useful info you were able to take away. So my biggest thing would be the fact that we really need to set clearer guidelines on what is acceptable or not acceptable. It seems like it's just a very gray area, which of course is because it's all still new to so many people. So I also liked how it was stated that it shouldn't always be a no tolerance policy, like for the different things that can happen via technology. So having different measures in place for different consequences, I guess, for different things that are done, instead of just kicking a kid out of school because they happen to say one thing. Like, I think they need to be taught that it's not okay, of course, and there does need to be a consequence, but I don't think you can just make a one size fits all for as much as there is able for them to do, if that makes sense. So I also thought it was interesting that 3% of parents felt the internet was very unsafe and 10% felt it was somewhat unsafe. I would have to say that I do not fall into one of those categories. I really believe that if a child doesn't know what they're doing or doesn't know what is okay and what is not okay, that it can be very dangerous for them. And I think a lot of parents do tend to overlook that area of safety. And I also thought it was interesting that 93% of the parents said that they had discussed this safety using the internet and technology with their children, yet only 61% of the children said that they had had a conversation with their parents. So either the parents aren't using terminology to make the children know that that's what they're referring to, maybe the kids are tuned out. Either way, there's a big discrepancy there. So I think parents just need to be more on top of it, and making sure that they know what their kiddos are doing. And then finally, just it was talked about in the NetSmarts as well as this article, just to report whatever's going on. A lot of people keep it quiet. It stays quiet for a long time or forever, and that helps it to keep continuing. If someone puts a picture out there that was sent to them from someone else, and then they find out and never report it and just think it's going to go away, then it leaves that person free to do it to more people. So just that sort of thing. Like, we just need to make sure that it's reported. We need to make sure our kids know what is okay, what's not okay, and that kind of stuff. So again, that was my module reflection for internet safety. Thank you.